The following contest is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. The match starts with all superstars in the ring. When a superstar is tossed over the top rope and both feet hit the floor, they are eliminated. The last superstar standing in the ring will be declared the winner. Introducing first, from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing 182 pounds, Rey Fénix!
Rey Fénix has instantly become a fan favorite. The endless amount of artistic offense, his third match since joining WWE. Impressed us against Nathan Frazier, went to war with Berto, and now gets this spotlight in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Made a massive impression since debuting a couple of weeks ago, and what a moment it would be if he could win his first piece of hardware tonight.
Recent United States champion Shinsuke Nakamura had that hard-fought title match with LA Knight, found himself entangled in some other anger surrounding Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest recently, and now a chance here to reset things with a showing in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah, who needs a belt? Let's just start throwing fists, guys.
I love it. Why not?
Well, I've just counted up about 26 superstars in that ring right now, and I'll be honest with you, it's probably...
Would you look at Carlito and R-Truth?
This is not the time for a three-match snack, Truth.
What are they doing? Look at and now Carlito turns right on Truth and gets after him. And Truth sends out Carlito!
Oh, what a disaster. Forget the apple. Just try and stay in the damn ring.
That ain't cool. Now trying to get the best of Carmelo Hayes, who gets behind R-Truth's net there as they're out on the apron. Dangerous position to be in. Oh, and The Miz with a kick to his former championship tag team partner, Wade.
Well, saving his now tag team partner in Mellow Don't Miz. Real chemistry growing there.
Oh, Karrion Kross coming off that big Monday Night Raw battle he had. He gets his hands right around the neck of The Miz.
Well, these two have some unfinished business. After they were feuding somewhat back in their Raw days until very recently.
And the newly minted tag team, Mellow Don't Miz, teaming up on Karrion Kross as he's able to wrap his leg around that bottom rope.
Karrion Kross, who was competing last night in Bloodsport, got a major victory there. Has been trying his best to manipulate the mind of AJ Styles.
Los Garza with teamwork, Wade.
Styles matchup on WrestleMania Sunday against Logan Paul.
Boy, this is non-stop action right from the start.
There's a lot of tag teams competing in this particular battle royal. And
how about
it? Well, Rey Fénix there dropping.
A good start by Fénix. Oh, the uppercut! 2 for 2 elimination on Los Garza for Rey Fénix. And now Santos Escobar perhaps reminding him of the respect that was paid a week ago after that performance. And you could see the disdain in his face as he looked down at Angel Humberto.
He's been far from impressed with the results of Legado del Fantasma of late. Maybe looking to add to the ranks in the form of Rey Fénix. I'm sure quite a few of our lucha groups would love to have.
Oh, Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly showcasing great teamwork, Wade.
Yeah, this is simply non-stop. Pretty Deadly looking to get back to the very top. We're competing recently for tag gold. Now attacking fellow Brit Tyler Bate, who's looking to make up for the lost time after a long injury layoff of late.
Grayson Waller sends him out and over simultaneously. A-Town down under, eliminating Pretty Deadly from the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah, you've almost got zero chance of defending yourself when there are this many bodies in the ring. Need a little bit of luck and ideally some eyes in the back of your head at times.
Now A-Town down again, but this time it backfires on them.
Once again, we see all of our tag teams working in cahoots to try and take out the rest of the field. It's a smart strategy. It simply can't work for all of them. Oh, big, strong boy!
Tyler Bate, remember, both feet must hit the outside, trying to hang on for dear life in his survival. And look at the power!
Kaiser!
But Kaiser, with that shotgun drop kick to the midsection, then just stands over his fallen prey.
I love that Kaiser was DMing me a little earlier, telling me this is going to be a golden weekend for both him and the ring general, Gunther, who's defending his title against Jey Uso tomorrow on WrestleMania Saturday. What a start this will be for the Imperium lads if they can pull this off.
World Heavyweight Championship match. Remember, a big part of WrestleMania Saturday.
Well, the herd is starting to thin, yet we've still got at least 18 or so bodies left in that ring.
Oh, on the near ropes right in front of us. Look like Kaiser finds himself in trouble. And 1 foot nearly hit the ground, but able to pull himself back up on the apron and wrap that lower leg to secure.
Now you see the action starting to slow down. The wear and tear building up on all of these athletes. This really is an endurance event. But now it's Santos Escobar who seems to be taking the ball by the horns and once again interacting with Phoenix.
He just got the best of Andrade moments ago, and now look at him trying to buddy up with Rey Fenix. We saw this a week ago as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, when you get a top star debuting, there's a lot of anger, a lot of bitterness, and a lot of jealousy. However,
oh, watch your back, Santos!
Hey, there are no friends in Lucha Libre. Santos Escobar should know that.
One of the most celebrated luchadors in modern history just eliminated Santos Escobar.
And now Otis using Tozawa as a weapon on the airplane spin.
Well, the 330-pound girthiest man in the match, who is perhaps, due to that size, the odds-on favorite, and now he's using tag partner Tozawa.
Human missile, but it's caught.
Oh,
Creed brothers.
Just built differently are those Creed brothers, and Tozawa turfed out by the massive Brutus Creed.
Otis looking to avenge that. Oh, and Otis! All three over the top! Otis eliminated, Julius eliminated, Brutus eliminated.
Oh, just a little overzealous there from Otis, who had simply too much momentum behind that massive frame. And let's tell it how it is, Joe Test. This is a bunch of guys who are pretty angry deep down that they have been left off the WrestleMania card, and a victory here is the ideal way to let management know, hey guys, you made a mistake. Don't do this again this time next year at WrestleMania 42. Make sure I'm on the card.
But that's exactly what I love about it. The hunger and intensity, the all-out passion that's been on display instantly from the start.
Andrade takes care of things. Meanwhile, on the other side, Austin Theory, as he battles out of it, and A-Town Down Under is eliminated.
Andrade, just a one-man wrecking crew tonight, doing a hell of a job in there, taking out A-Town Down Under on his own, and now Gable.
He's surrounded
by Luchadors.
Luchadors surrounding Chad Gable, and Rey Fenix gets the best of him.
What's the problem with Chad Gable, Joe?
He's gone. The Luchadors just got rid of Chad Gable. They all spotted him in the center of the ring, and they said attack.
Well, there's a lot of allegations about Chad Gable being El Grande Americano, and that was clearly the motivation for those luchadors. A completely heinous allegation spread by people like Michael Cole and Rey Mysterio.
Chad Gable being eliminated by Rey Fenix as the rest of the gang started it.
Oh, and a big right hand from Karrion Kross.
He's using you. He's using you.
And the message sent by Kross.
The man with the silver tongue, and now Rey Fenix is gonna take his.
That is in fact
Dragon Lee gonna take his shot at him.
Dropped by the massive carrying cross. The devil, you know, the Sin City hometown man, could be a popular victor here in his hometown, but don't write off Dragon Lee.
Oh, Cross is in trouble, and Dragon Lee does damage. Shinsuke Nakamura hovering.
Sinister and menacing Japanese star who has previously won the Royal Rumble in 2018. Great experience for a match of this type. But Dragon Lee is simply too quick.
Dragon Lee showing you the great athleticism as he lines him up. Oh, but Shinsuke delivers.
Cleaning the clock of Dragon Lee, who's about to get tossed out.
And he's eliminated. Dragon Lee is eliminated.
And now we're starting to get a good idea of who potentially is going to lift that trophy. Remember, Bronson Reed. Oh! Ludwig Kaiser clinging on for dear life against his fellow European, Pete Dunne.
Grabbing Pete Dunne by the hair, by the neck. Kaiser and Dunne, remember, both feet must touch. Both men, precarious situation right on the apron as he takes down, and then, as he's wont to do, stomps on the hands. Trying to get leverage against Kaiser, but Kaiser's smart to crawl right under that bottom rope before delivering a kick.
So crafty and devious is Ludwig Kaiser. Really has everything to be an absolute top star here on SmackDown.
Would you look at this from Pete Dunne trying to create the necessary leverage to eliminate Ludwig Kaiser, and he does!
Yes, superb from Pete Dunne, and Gunther must be distraught at his man Kaiser being eliminated. He still has a big job to do tomorrow night against Jey Uso. Oh, Carmelo Hayes now almost out, inches away from elimination.
He was mid-air bicycling.
Well, Pete Dunne is going on a tear here. He smells victory.
Pete Dunne on the offensive attack. Carmelo Hayes is bending back the joint manipulation in the midst of the Battle Royal.
Now Melo don't miss, balanced precariously on the apron. Pete Dunne looking to clean them both out, and once again the Miz has saved Carmelo Hayes. What a mentor!
He was unselfish, and it cost him.
It's rare for the Miz, but he is eliminated. Carmelo Hayes lives on. He's got a big thank you to say to the Miz after this one.
And now Hayes and Pete Dunne lock up. And just like that, after Dunne went on a surge, Melo takes care of him.
You simply can't stand back and admire your handiwork in this kind of match. Get away from those ropes as soon as you've eliminated someone. And we are down to the final four. Who is going to lift the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy?
Rey Fenix, Shinsuke Nakamura, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes.
Now remember, this time last year, it was big boy Bronson Reed who lifted the trophy. What a launch pad it was for him to go on an absolute tear for the rest of 2024 and devastate the entire locker room. Who's going to grab that opportunity this year?
I agree with you. You can gather such career momentum with a victory here tonight to start off WrestleMania weekend here in Vegas as Shinsuke Nakamura looks to take hold of the situation here, getting the best of Andrade. And Shinsuke looking to line up that Kinshasa. Andrade able to get out of the way. And a big boot. Oh, and Andrade! Up top drop kick, and Shinsuke is gone.
Unfathomable athleticism from the Lucha superstar Andrade.
And then there were three-way. Fenix, Melo, Andrade.
Three of the best movers we've got in the entire company battling it out.
Oh! Fenix nearly won it! If he can loosen up those hands. But Melo able to secure his position and comes on the attack.
Well, it's just a lack of experience in this time of matchup there from Rey Fenix, who thought he had got the job done, but simply did not catch the feet of Melo or Andrade on the floor. They live on. For how much longer, though?
Hurricanrana as Andrade just slid under that bottom rope. Remember, top rope elimination, both feet down. Look at this athleticism by Phoenix. What a dynamo he is.
That is simply unfair. Pulling out moves like that, the roster is just not used to it. As explosive and scintillating as you like.
The explosive, acrobatic, high-flying, intense style of Rey Fenix. And here is Phoenix. Oh! He was going for goodbye amigo springboard, and all of a sudden it's El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano has just eliminated Rey Fenix.
Goodbye, amigo. Hello, Americano. While Rey Fenix has been on a tear. And what a shocking turn of events here.
El Grande Americano came in out of nowhere, and Rey Fenix is eliminated. It comes down to Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. And remember, in 2024, they had that sensational 7-match series. That is what is on the line.
Well, you have to think El Grande Americano was far from impressed with the lack of sporting behavior of the luchadors in this match, who threw out Chad Gable. They ganged up on it. A little payback there from El Grande Americano. I'm impressed.
Andrade was looking for the message. Hayes looks to counter. Back and forth they go. They have such familiarity with each other after what they went through in 2024. Doubling up the clothesline. Remember, that great series was for the #1 contender for the U.S. title. It was tied up 3-3 when it came down to a quote-unquote 7th match. And LA Knight disrupted things. They have had some of the great wars of the past year, and they are delivering here the night before Mania. What a show by Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. 17,000 plus here at T-Mobile Arena.
Both men flattened out in the ring, giving it everything they've got. What an opportunity this is to set your compass for the rest of 2025 by lifting this prestigious trophy, undoubtedly using it as a launch pad for further greatness. A lot on the line between these two.
One of the most distinct trophies in the industry.
Two men now running on fumes, desperate to lift this thing.
Andrade seemingly in control, but Hayes looks to lock him up and counter himself, and he does.
Suplex into a cut-up move, completely dropping Andrade.
Andrade looking for the win here. Instead, both men find themselves on the second rope, and with that, we got a winner.
Here is your winner of the 2025 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Carmelo Hayes!
Well, the former first-round draft pick of SmackDown now really beginning to fulfill the promise that he has always had. Carmelo Hayes clearly has magic in his boots, but take a look again. This was the elimination of Rey Fenix by El Grande Americano, who clearly wanted to take out the new Lucha superstar. But this was the moment of glory for Carmelo Hayes, dumping out Andrade and securing this prestigious trophy. What a moment for Carmelo.
It is a moment, and it is well-earned and well-deserved. He has been through recent battles against the best in the biz, and he proved himself here tonight. And there's a celebration by the new tag team, Melo Don't Miz.
That was a major assist from The
It was.
Miz for Carmelo Hayes on several occasions. These two, the unfancied couple, have shown some real chemistry over the past several weeks. Congratulations